So it looks like it's pretty nice conditions for owling today.
Jim and Patsy Duncan are searching the countryside for a very rare and elusive bird. They're wildlife biologists with the province and are out to learn more about the hawk owl.
It's the middle of winter, but these owls come down in the winter time into these open areas, adjacent trees, to look for food. And so we look for the owls, we catch and band them to help learn about how many males there are relative to females, how many adults compared to young of the year, and to monitor the population changes over time.
That research is making a big difference.
As a scientist, I find it fascinating to have this opportunity to study a species that we know almost nothing about.
But before they can band the owl, they have to catch one. When whistling doesn't work, offering a snack usually does. And when the gerbils aren't effective, Jim tries fishing. The owl is curious, but not sure. Patsy steps in to try netting the owl as it finally swoops down.
Oh, it's too bad.
The Duncans move down the highway into another hawk owl's territory. This time, their luck is much better.
So it's just one of its talons poked part of its foot pad, and that's why there's a bit of blood there.
They measure the wing,
which is the distance from the wrist to the tip of the longest primary or flight feather.
And the tail feathers. They weigh the bird.
330 grams.
Then carefully attach a band.
Puncture. Those talons can go right through your skin, right to your bone. They're razor sharp.
The biologists check the feathers to see how old the bird is.
So you can see these innermost tertiaries. They have a bar, that white bar that goes right across. That's indicative of an adult.
Every time we catch a bird, we're still always learning something new. Every time we come out, we learn something new. Once we think we know everything we've learned about these owls, they turn around and do something completely different and wow us every time.
These are beautiful birds. I mean, to watch these birds fly and hunt is to experience something on a level that goes beyond science. It's kind of aesthetically pleasing, and they're just beautiful birds.
There are around 1,000 breeding pairs of hawk owls in Manitoba, but just because they're rare doesn't mean they're endangered. Their numbers are stable and generally follow the boom and bust cycle of their food supply, and this year is a bust for rodents.
And so then you've got lots of hungry owls that are looking for food, and they have to leave their breeding areas and they come out and look for food in areas that we find them in the winter. It'll be interesting to see what happens, because this bird was close enough that these guys were probably aware of each other. But we're letting this bird go close to here, and we're still interested in trying to catch this bird.
Because the hawk owl is so under-researched, Jim and Patsy take any chance they get to study its behavior. The decision to release this hawk owl while another hawk owl is close by is a risk, but could teach them a lot.
So let's watch and see what happens here. Oh, here comes the other one. There could be some rivalry about to happen. Whoa. In winter, these birds may be forming territories, and that other bird didn't appreciate this hawk owl so close to its territory, so I feel a little bad about that, but I think they'll be all right.
Unsure if the released owl is okay, Jim tries to catch and distract the attacking hawk owl while checking on the injured bird.
Does he look okay through your lens, like?
The owls are both okay and fly back to their separate territories.
So it's something that you would see in the spring in your backyard with robins. Robins fight each other for their territories, and so the hawk owls were doing that. They're spacing themselves out. I mean, often you hear and see about wildlife or nature on the television, about something happening on the plains of the Serengeti, you know, lions following herds of wildebeest. Well, right in our own backyards, we've got these beautiful creatures, these predators, that are following their prey population, and it's a great opportunity.
Nature photographer Dennis Swayze took advantage of that opportunity by following the Duncans today, taking these pictures. If you see a hawk owl, contact owlfamily@mts.net with any information you have about the sighting. For Shaw TV near Enola, I'm Laura Ravey.